kind of want to play branded, but it's too expensive. Or is it? Let me check. Let's see, branded. Let's go ahead and see what we find. Oh, we should probably look in Yu-Gi-Oh. See, 12 cents, not bad. Prismatic for 40. Might be able to pimp it out. Opening for $2.82, $3 for the branded opening. Okay, but no, okay. But Masquerade is another card that we're gonna have to get. There's no way. 24 cents. 24 cents, Konami. Okay. We can play without this card. We can play without this card. It's okay. It's okay. We can do it. We can play without this card. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make do. Yo, the secret rare was $141 at one point. Now it's $9. Silly. Alright guys, so I built the entire branded Despia deck as budget as possible. Well, I could have gotten more budget realistically, but I want to make it as competitive as possible. And total price for all the cards is $118 for a competitive deck. I haven't even optimized it yet. I just want to see what are we gonna get if we even try to optimize it. $109, and that's including the shipping. So under $100 for the entire deck. As for any seller, I do not recommend that. I would rather just spend the extra 10 bucks. It's less on shipping, so it's a little bit more on the cards, but you do get verified sellers anyway. So $120, and you get all the cards, all the main deck, extra deck, 120 bucks flat and well in 4 cents, and that's pretty much all you have to pay for the entire deck, which is absolutely crazy. Now let's get into the actual deck profile so I can show you guys what it is that I built for you. Alright guys, so we're back in YGO Pro, and this is the exact list that I have for you guys. I have a going second branded Despia budget deck. For $120, you can pick up the entire deck, which is insane, unheard of. I honestly did not pay attention to how many branded Despia cards were actually reprinted in the 2022 Megatins, which is really cool. It gives us a lot of access to some very, at least used to be expensive cards like branded opening, which was like $15, $20, $25 card at one point. Now it's a $2 to $3 card, so it gives us immediate access to that. I reacted to Aluber being $140 at its peak, and now it's 10 bucks as a secret rare, but there is a $2 ultra rare out of Ghost from the Past, and I believe it also did get reprinted in the 2022 Megatins as well. We got a lot of the fusion cards that did get reprinted in the Megatins also, so this deck is very easily accessible. I think the most expensive card in this deck is going to be either Garura, Wings of Resonant Knife, which just one for $10 is not that bad, and then Super Polymerizations, which I think were like 6 or 7s each for the commons. So that's something that if you already have them, fantastic. If not, perfectly fine. If you do want to save money on these and you don't have them, Super Polymerization actually, I'm not gonna lie, is very key to the overall strategy of the deck. But you can put in DD Crows in here. It's a very high impact hand trap. It is a dark as well, so you can use it for the rest of your fusions. What is kind of hurting is not having Guardian Chimera, unfortunately, but I mean, I decided to go ahead and continue leave the Edge Imp and the Frightful package in here, just because it helps you dig through your deck a lot more. The one, I guess, notable card that I am not too excited about, not sure if it is something that I want to go ahead and keep, is actually going to be the Pot of Desires in the deck. Only because there's a lot of moving pieces here and there, and I would prefer to not get rid of them. However, I didn't really know what to put for the last 2 cards in the spot. I mean, essentially, I could have just put like a Monster Reborn, and it would have been that bad, or like a Change of Heart, those type of things. So, or 2 hand traps here as well. To maybe take out one of the super polys. So if you want to go that route as well, definitely by all means go ahead and do so. But everything else in this deck I think is 100% the best option for the best budget deck for you guys. For again 120 bucks, get you this entire deck. So let's go ahead, go by the card by card. I got 1 Albion the Shrouded Dragon, 1 Ad Libitum of the Despia, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, 3 Aluber, 3 Fallen of Albas, 3 Edge and Chain, and double Despian Tragedy. So this is it for the monster lineup, guys. Just 14 monsters in the main deck. It's really going to be all you need. The rest are really just going to be board breaking cards that are going to let you go about your game state. I wanted to go ahead and I wish I could have been able to put cards like Forbidden Droplet in here and Lightning Storms, but that would just make our deck just a bit too expensive for us, unfortunately. So I want to go ahead and leave those cards out. So for the spells, guys, I played 2 copies of Polymerization, 3 copies of Fright for Patchwork, 3 copies of Branded Fusion, 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More, 1 copy of Called by the Grave, 3 copies of Branded Opening, which is insane that this got reprinted. I swear I need to pay more attention when I read these things. Then we got 3 copies of Super Polymerization, 3 copies of Branded in Red, 3 copies of Mystic Mind, and then 2 Pot of Desire. So Desires, like I said, if you want to go ahead and take these out and put 2 DD Crows in here, it's definitely fine as well. Actually, let's go ahead and do that real quick. That's probably going to be the better move regardless. Just because I do not believe that... yeah, I just don't believe that that Desires is going to be something that should be in this specific main deck. Maybe you play like a 45, 46 card main deck, maybe. But for a 40 card main deck, it's really not necessary. As far as DD Crow goes, it goes from, I think the common or rare copies of DD Crow go for about the same as the Desire. So it's give or take here, essentially. Don't get the Ultras, because Ultras are like a 10 or 15, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's get in for the main deck, guys. 40 card main deck to play essentially one of the strongest tier. It was probably the strongest tier 1 deck just a few months ago, and it hasn't lost anything really. All it's lost is the fact that Sprites and Tier Elements came into the mix and then started, you know, destroying everything from there. But Branded Despia is still a good deck. I mean, it's still a great deck, I should say. And if you have to get Guardian Chimeras, even better. But honestly, so you got 1 copy of Garura, 3 copies of Albion the Branded Dragon, 1 Titaniclad, double copies of Masquerade, 1 Quatris, 1 Lubellion, 2 copies of Dragostapelia, which actually got reprinted again, so it's a 20-cent card now. Insane, man. I mean, I know this card was going up in price, but just being able to combat Sprite is really, really essential. And Predaplant Dragostapelia is going to be probably the main counter to Sprite as well, so really, really phenomenal card also. 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, double Mirror Jade, and the 1 Despian Proskenion. So that's actually going to be it for the deck profile, guys. I just really thought it was really, really cool. The fact that, honestly, such a high power, such an expensive deck, not even just a few months back, that was dominating YCS and regionals and nationals here and there, is pretty much just gone and been reprinted and been outplayed to hell. But it still has a lot of firepower. I mean, a deck that main deck Super Poly, Branded Fusion is still a crazy fusion card to go ahead and use as well. The overall deck is still really, really good to go ahead and use, and it's something that you guys want to go ahead and see me play with. By all means, I would love to go ahead and play this deck for you guys as well, so definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But as far as this goes, I do not think that a budget deck can get any better than this, honestly. I know that I'm uploading a lot of like budget things this week, but I mean, come on. The Megatins are crazy, just loaded with so much potential for this deck. For not just this deck, for a lot of decks, with all the hand traps that were reprinted as well. A lot of the staple cards that were reprinted also. Now, a lot of them I wanted to go ahead and fit in here, but again, like I said before, Forbidden Droplet, Lightning Storm for going second deck, Prosperity is still a bit too expensive for a budget build, but a lot more cost effective and a lot more affordable than they were before. So if you guys want to see different versions of the Branded Despia deck, or just want to see different decks overall, definitely go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But if you enjoy these types of videos, guys, where I actually go ahead and put the price and figure out the exact pricing of the whole deck for you guys, let me know in the comment section down below. But you can also let me know by smashing that like button and that subscribe button as well. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers, which is super crazy, and you know, typical YouTuber stuff. But I really do appreciate you guys so much for being so supportive in these past few months. I mean, the channel has grown immensely, and I just want to say, if you guys stick around for this long, I just want to say I really appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. But without further ado, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.